Hi, this is Michelle with Scrappin with my bug. Today I'm going to show you how to make a tri-fold shutter card. A lot of people have been asking how to make them or how to do the cuts and everything, so I wanted to go ahead and show you. It actually is a lot easier than it looks. It looks a lot more difficult, but this is one I made from Old West, and you just open it up and it has a whole bunch of different parts that you can decorate, and then it just sets up like this, which is nice because you can actually display it. So when I make my cards, I like to make sure the whole entire thing either tells a story or each little one, you know, has something on it. I don't write on the front of my cards. I always turn it over and write on the back, or I'll put an extra piece of cardstock and put it on the back, and then I usually put my stamp here of, you know, handmade by Scrappin with my bug. So let me show you how to make the base of the card. We're not going to make the whole card today, just the base of it, so you know how to do it, and then that way you can make your own. Alright, go ahead and get your scoreboard out. If you don't have one, you can use a bone folder and a ruler, but it's a whole lot easier if you have a scoreboard with you. So go ahead and lay your piece of paper down. We're going to go ahead and make 4 score lines. We're going to make it at the 2, the 4, the 8, and the 10. So basically you're going to count by 2s, but you're going to skip the 6. That's all you have to remember. Count by 2s, but skip the 6. So you have 2, 4, 8, and 10. And all the score marks are made for your project or your card. Then you're going to need a ruler and a pencil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure 1.5 inches from the bottom and 1.5 inches from the top. And I'm going to do that on the number 2 score line. And I'm also going to do it down here on the number 10 score line. And I always use a pencil versus a pen, so that way I can go back and erase it later on. Then you're going to go ahead and take your paper trimmer, and I love this paper trimmer because it has, it's not a rotary wheel, so it pierces it right where you want it. And you're going ahead and cut, well, first of all you're going to line up your pencil marks with the line of the cutter. Make sure it's straight. Then you're going to go ahead and cut it from the 2-inch all the way down to the 10-inch mark. So it'll create this. So go ahead and flip it over and do the same exact thing on this side. From the 2-inch to the 10-inch, or 10-inch to 2-inch, doesn't matter, as long as you do it. So you had 4 score lines and 2 cuts, and that's all there is to it. So let me go ahead and show you. We're going to go ahead and do peaks and valleys with it. So you're going to start with peaks, and these 2 up here, you're going to peak, and then this one's going to stay straight. So since these are in line with this one, the little ones are going to be a valley, and then this middle one's going to be a peak. So see how that is? So you just do the opposite. You did a peak, valley, then this should be a peak, and that should be a valley. So then you just finish doing the rest of the card, and that's the fold of the card, just like that, and it stands up on its own. What I did was I used 2 different kinds of paper, and I alternate it of, you know, I get 2 pieces of paper that coordinate together, and then I alternate it. So I like to see the edge of the card and the base of the card. I went ahead and chalk inked all around the card and the peaks and valleys as well to give it a little bit more definition. And then I like to measure each box, and then I take about 1/4 of an inch off of it. So that way you're left with, you're left with like a frame around each piece. But you know what? It's your project. You can do it however you want. That's just how I do mine. And I hope that you understood all those directions, because it looks a lot more complicated than it is. 4 score lines, 2 cuts, and voila, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Visit me again, scrappinwithmybug.com. Thanks.